Hello, this is Onikage and welcome to Aut-Ish. Today I'll be talking about meltdowns and shutdowns. It's quite a common topic, but I thought I'd say my points and experiences, but also explain what they are. And since I've been seeing a lot of meltdowns footage and articles on the internet, especially places like the BBC, in these days of the internet, a lot of parents are exposing their children online without their consent, showing their meltdowns and such, saying, oh, this is what true autism looks like and stuff. But that doesn't help the children, it's humiliating them. And now the places like news articles and BBCs keep reposting these things, and it's very insensitive. And I want to explain that meltdowns are a serious issue. It's not just kids having tantrums, and we need to stop the whole autistic screaming stereotype. They're also re-showing these content due to children suffering in lockdown. They're like, oh, they're having meltdowns and that because we're struggling, which we are, but we shouldn't show distressing footage to prove a point. It's already been done, we don't need to do it anymore. We know what meltdowns are. Stop treating autistics like experiments. We are always mocked, jeered, or told that we're attention-seeking when we show our own meltdowns on our own accord, and yet if a parent does it, they're a hero. How does that work? Honestly, I don't get it. Meltdowns are hard for everyone. Stop being a bloody Karen and fucking do something about it. Both of these qualities occur when an autistic person is stressed or overloaded. It could be a sensory overload or a very stressful environment that they've managed to contain themselves long enough. I will explain the differences between the two. Shutdown is more subtle compared to meltdowns. A person who has shutdown can be seen as quiet, dismissive, silent. It's like their body is just ran out of batteries, basically. For me, I get very fragile and quiet and delicate. A big public place can be overwhelming to me, and I just need assistance. If I'm in a social place and I've pretty much tapped out for the day, I just remain quiet and keep distracted till I go back home. The symptoms I mentioned about myself, unable to communicate and remaining silent, are two I previously mentioned. An autistic person at this point needs time to recover. Their batteries are dead, let them recharge. Meltdowns, on the other hand, can be seen as more explosive, as it's a response to stress. For example, last-minute changes of routine. An autistic person can react to this by attempting to retreat, hurting themselves or others, or damaging property, or even screaming. Or they simply get upset. A meltdown is a breaking point. We could have either masked for too long or endured a stressful environment, and we've reached a breaking point. Signs of a meltdown can occur, but it can also be prevented. Feelings of anxiety are common before a meltdown. I usually get a chain of anxious thoughts in my head, and that come out of nowhere, and it hinders me from doing tasks effectively. From a neurotypical's point of view, it just looks like I'm unwilling to do that task. When I do get a meltdown, I snap and start to pour my feelings out, and it just rushes out. I can't control it anymore. And after that adrenaline is gone, I start crying. Everything I've done, I feel awful what I just did, and I'm just in tears, and it really sucks. There is coping mechanisms, but I'll explain them more later on. To the untrained eye, a meltdown just looks like a tantrum, but you need to observe this carefully. Why is this person or child behaving this way? What are they upset about? It might not be as straightforward as you think. For example, are they freaking about food? What are they freaking about? What's on their plate? Is it the texture of the food? Is it the amount of food? Is it the way it's touching other foods? You don't know. It's something that requires thought rather than just going, oh, they're being annoying again. Because if you don't have patience ever when a child is upset, why do you have children? As a child, I also had tantrums like any other kid. But I also had meltdowns over the most strangest of things. And it may seem foreign to other people, but when I had those meltdowns, for example, if someone wanted me to act a certain way and I didn't, it wasn't me trying to get my own way. It made me feel overloaded and I just responded in a way that wasn't appropriate. That's not a tantrum. If it was a tantrum, I'd be awkward and find ways to get my own way in the end. This wasn't getting my own way, this was me just expressing how upset I was. Basically, a tantrum requires control fueled with rage to get their own way. A meltdown is a panic response which unleashes angry energy to get away from whatever's causing stress. And the end game is usually recovery, not getting your own way. If you're having a shutdown, forget the rest of the day's schedule. Have that time to recover, you really need it. Do whatever works for you, because everyone's mechanisms are different. Everyone's coping mechanisms are different. If you're feeling a meltdown coming on, try and get out of the environment as soon as possible. Find a place to calm down. Even if you have something that aids you to calm down, whether it's music or a sim device or whatever, use that, even if it's just for a few minutes to keep you sane. The last thing you want to do is to explode in a public place. It's humiliating. It's tough for many, but we need to be aware of people's limits in order to help them become their best selves. Don't just shout at an autistic person when they're struggling. It's the worst thing you can do. It doesn't work. Shouting them to shut up is a temporary solution to a bigger problem. Stimming is also a great recovery, and it's a fantastic aid. Whatever stim you have, doesn't matter what stim it is, as long as it's not a harmful stim, go for it. If it helps you, great. Whether it's music, stim devices, sounds, lights, whatever, crinkling paper, I don't know, anything, just do it. I don't get meltdowns often. Shutdowns, it depends. I think I get shutdowns where I'm spaced out and I'm mentally exhausted. Shutdowns are not explosive like meltdowns, but it's a signal that we are not coping well. I tend to be quiet and negative presenting when I shut down. I remain quiet and keep to myself, mentally tired and just wanting to go back home. Some examples of my meltdowns though. One example, I had the anxiety train of thought and it wouldn't stop and it was overwhelming my brain. And I got asked to do a simple task and I just was on all fours crying. I just couldn't do it, I couldn't speak. I just cried for help. I was just like, help, help, help. And another person's point of view, it just made me look like I was just incompetent, but I wasn't. And I'm not saying that I should expect people to understand. It's a tough one, it really is. There's no winners on this. From the person witnessing this to the person experiencing it, there's no winners. I just wanted help and comfort to calm down, that's all I wanted in the end. If I hold negative emotions for too long, I start yelling the place down, which I mentioned before, leaking out all the emotions and explaining everything, but not communicating well, usually by shouting. And then I cry afterwards. And then afterwards, I get upset, I feel guilty, I call myself useless, and then that's where the harmful stims come in. Apologies if these are vague. I'd rather explain the symptoms and the actual circumstance due to personal reasons. But I want to explain the symptoms more than what the context of the situations are. That's a brief analysis of shutdowns and meltdowns. I hope you found this easy to understand. It's not too convoluted or strange. And if you are interested in more of my content, feel free to subscribe, like, whatever, share, I don't mind. And also look at the description below for all my links, aut-ish.car.co. I hope you have a good day. Take care of yourself.